You already know where you want to live and how much you can spend. But here's what most families miss. Choosing the right house type is what actually makes or breaks your build. After 30 years building homes across the Philippines, I've seen families thrive in houses that fit and regret the ones that don't. In this video, I'll show you the main house types we use here and where each one actually makes sense. By the end, you'll know exactly which type fits your lot, your family, and your future. Let's start with the most common mistake. You're stuck choosing between a cramped condo or a far-flung subdivision where you lose hours in traffic every single day. Your costs don't really go down, but your quality of life does. And here's the thing, long commutes from those far subdivisions don't just waste time. Studies show they hurt your health, your sleep, your mood, even your work performance. You're drained before you can even enjoy your family. That's where townhouses come in. 2 to 3 stories on narrow lots. They go vertical and share sidewalls, so your land costs and build costs go down. You stay near work, schools, hospitals, and you still get that own house and lot feeling. For young professionals and starting families in Metro Manila, Quezon City, Pasig, this is often your most practical pick. Now, what if you actually need space and privacy, but you end up in a cramped high-density area anyway? Daily life starts to feel boxed in, thin walls, tight setbacks, constant noise from neighbors. Hosting gatherings becomes stressful, adding rooms or expanding later, expensive, limited by rules, or just plain impossible. The house never really becomes the long-term base you hoped for. Research shows that when homes feel crowded with constant loud noise, people get more stressed and mentally worn down. You feel it every day. A better fit? A single detached home on its own lot with open space around the house. You're not boxed in by shared walls or noise. You get privacy, hosting space, and flexibility to expand or upgrade later. This works in Laguna, Cavite, Bulacan, anywhere you have room to breathe. Here's the middle ground most people don't think about. You're dreaming of your own house and lot, but full single detached homes feel out of reach. So you pick the wrong setup. You end up stuck in a condo that feels cramped and temporary, or in a dream detached house so far out you lose hours every week to traffic. Your budget stays tight. Everyday errands get harder. You paid for a house that doesn't really fit how your family actually lives. Studies show that overcrowded homes often have issues like dampness, mold, pests. It affects children's health, home life, even their schooling. That's where single attached homes come in. Sharing one firewall but still giving you your own lot, small yard, breathing space. Your budget stays manageable. You stay reasonably close to work, school, the places that matter. This is your starter house and lot that actually fits your daily life. Now, what if you could take it one step further? Live close to family and have a built-in income stream from the same property. Most people don't realize this is possible. Instead, they make the wrong choice. An extended family ends up cramped in one house with no privacy, more conflict, no clear boundaries, or scattered in separate homes, losing the daily support and togetherness you actually wanted. On top of that, you're sitting on a medium-sized lot in a rising area that could help pay for itself, but instead carries all the costs with none of the potential income. Family systems theory tells us that staying close works best when there are clear, respected boundaries. Weak boundaries, emotions and conflicts flare up more easily. That's where a duplex works well. One building split into two mirror units sharing a firewall. Each side has its own entrance and space. You can keep family close in separate homes or live on one side and rent out the other. Privacy and income in one property. But what if you're not just planning for one or two households? What if it's your entire extended family that wants to stay under one gate for the long term? When you choose the wrong setup for your family land, your family ends up scattered across different streets or villages. Helping each other, sharing resources, even gathering on a normal weekend becomes harder and harder, or everyone squeezes into one oversized house under one roof. Suddenly parking, privacy, noise, small decisions like who uses which space turn into daily sources of tension instead of comfort. Research shows that older adults do better mentally when children stay present and supportive. But here's the key. A family compound can become either the glue that keeps generations close or the dynamite that fuels conflict. The difference? Clear agreements, access rules, and boundaries from the start. Plan the land as a family compound, multiple houses inside one perimeter. Extended families live in separate units but still function as one close-knit community. This is how generational wealth and togetherness actually work. Here's something most people don't see coming. Two sites can have the same floor area and buildings, yet one feels harsh and draining while the other feels calm and livable. The difference? Layout. If you choose the wrong layout in a dense area, buildings and walls swallow almost every square meter. Your home feels dark, stuffy, cut off from air, light, greenery. People live close together but feel boxed in. Kids have nowhere safe to play. Shared spaces turn into parking and driveways instead of real community space. Studies show that windowless spaces without natural light are tied to higher stress and lower satisfaction. Crowded, high-density housing with no space and privacy? lower residential satisfaction across the board. Courtyard style layouts flip that pattern. Homes placed around a shared central garden. People live close together but still get air, natural light, and a safe car-free space that feels like a small community instead of a concrete row of walls. This is the future of high-density living done right. Now you know the house types, and more importantly, when each one actually makes sense. Let me break it down one last time. Townhouse. You're in the city. Land is expensive, and you can't afford long commutes. Go vertical, stay close. Single detached. You need space, privacy, and room to expand. You're fine living farther out. Single attached. You want a house and lot but can't quite afford detached. This is your practical middle ground. Duplex. You want family nearby but with separate lives. Or you want rental income from one property. Family compound. You're housing multiple generations on one lot and need privacy without losing togetherness. Courtyard layout. You're building dense but want it to still feel livable, light, air, and a shared green space. Fix that. It depends on land cost, density, and how your family actually lives. When you stop chasing trendy facades and instead match the house type to your location, your lot, your family needs, and your long-term plans, your home feels calmer, more functional, and holds its value better over time. Research from around the world points to the same conclusion. Different lifestyles need different housing features. When your home and neighborhood don't match how you live and what you value, satisfaction drops. Stress goes up, health issues go up, and the urge to move and fix your living situation goes up. Don't let that be you. Now that you know which house type fits your lot, the next step is choosing the right design style. And trust me, there are more options than you think. Watch my next video on popular house design styles and architectural types explained, and let's keep building your dream home the right way.